Welcome everybody to the Average Joe Crypto Show. I'm your host, Romeo B. Cameron. Very happy for y'all to be here today. This is an exciting moment for me. I have no clue what I'm doing, but we're going to have some fun and we're going to learn about some cryptocurrency. I'm really excited. Some of you guys might know me, some of you may not. As a recording artist, I sing, write, and rap. And over the last year, I've been blessed and fortunate enough to get into cryptocurrency as well as invest in it. I guess I'm supposed to say in these podcasts that I'm not giving you financial advice. This is entertainment purposes only. Whatever you decide to do is what you decide to do. But let's hop right into it. I'm super stoked here. This is my very bare wall right here. I'm gonna make it, podcast worthy eventually. But we just have so much content we want to put out, so we're just going. We're not waiting to make things look super pretty. We're just getting after it. So we're gonna talk about a couple things today. It's gonna be somewhat of a short podcast. We'll go more in depth. In the future, we'll have people that we're interviewing, people in the cryptocurrency space that are way more of an expert than I am. And that's also something I want to clarify as well. I'm not going to come here and tell you guys that I am an expert. I'm always learning in this space, as I'm sure even the experts are. But what I want to do with this crypto show is kind of connect you and expose you to the world of cryptocurrency and to the experts so they can tell you how they feel and what they think and, all the gems that they have as well. And I mean, let me be clear. I know a good amount, I believe there's people that are super, super experts, and then there's people that don't really know as much. And I feel like this is the middle right here, and I'm kind of over here, So, but I just have a passion for cryptocurrency, and I really want to just spread the knowledge of it to the everyday person. And I think it's something that we're going to do. It's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. And we're going to create a super dope community off of it. And I'm happy to be part of it. Okay. So this is the intro. So we're going to talk about the intro today. Just kind of already gave you an intro. What is crypto? Why you should consider investing in it if you decide to, and where you can do that. So kind of like I said, I already went over the intro to why we started this podcast and everything. Kind of a quick background as to how I got into cryptocurrency. So in early 2020, like right before the pandemic, I'm at my full-time job. I sell cars as a full-time job. And this guy named Trent, this older dude, the coolest older dude that I've ever met in my life. And older, he's 50, so he's not that old. So when he sees this, he'll probably get pissed. I call him old, but it's all good, Trent. We love you. He told me about a specific asset called XRP and told me what it does. And that's all it took. I did my own research, and I was just blown away by just what it's accomplishing, what it's doing, and how just no one knows about this. Like no one. Like when I'm telling you, like, people in my inner circle that are smart business-wise, even family, they barely even knew what a Bitcoin was, which obviously is just scratching the surface. So last year, a lot of downtime with quarantine, all the craziness. Outside of music, I put all my time into just going nuts with that. Just went nutty. And it was a dope, and it was awesome. So this is why we're here. The Average Grow Crypto Show. It's a play on that, for the everyday person, the everyday Joe, everyday Joan. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Jones out there too. We love the crypto females. There are some bad crypto females out there, by the way. If you go really into deep crypto Twitter, man, you wouldn't know who's involved in crypto. Okay, I digress. So I finally noticed how just crypto was just revolutionizing the whole space, the whole world and society as we know it, and just no one's talking about it. But the more you do more research, you're like, oh my God, like this is like nuts. Like this is literally like the fourth industrial revolution, which is crazy because that is what all the powers that be and these big economic forms and stuff like that, that's what they're calling it. And they've been calling it for a couple of years. So the fourth industrial revolution, this is what all these big economic forms and all these powers that be are calling it. Meanwhile, us common folk have no idea what's going on. And it just blew my mind. And so I want to put y'all on because this is a very, very great opportunity. So what is cryptocurrency? So cryptocurrencies are basically supposed to be decentralized digital money. So no one really has control over it. It's on a blockchain. And so, people participate in the whole entire network, but not one person is supposed to be able to control it, right? There's a form of anonymity, anonymous usage. You have your own wallet, stuff like that. And we're going to go way into more detail about that as we get on further. But like I said, this is just the intro podcast. It is not just Bitcoin. That is the one thing that people do not realize. If you look at the screen here, all right, we're going to go to marketcap.com and we're going to go all the way to the top, all right, and this kind of proving my point. So CoinMarketCap right here, right, this just shows you all of the cryptocurrencies in space based on in the space, based off the market cap. So market cap, like they say right here, is the total market value of a cryptocurrency circulating supply. It's analogous to the free float capitalization of the stock market, whatever the hell that means. Okay, so market cap equals current price times circulating supply. You have Bitcoin right here. So Bitcoin is number one. It's the King Kong, you know what I'm saying? You got Ethereum, and don't call it Ethereum. Please don't be that person that calls it Ethereum. We have to do a whole video just on pronunciations. This is Cardano. This is the sleeping giant that's becoming awake. But literally, King XRP. You know what I'm saying? Shout out XRP, Ripple. Anyways, we keep scrolling here, right? I mean, the list goes on. Look at it as it loads. Like, these are a bunch of tokens, a bunch of digital assets. And you can just keep going. And if we keep going, then it's just still loading. It's still loading. And there's up to 43 pages. And there is 4,221 cryptocurrencies. That's insane. That's a lot. And to be frank with you, a lot of them are BS. But most of them have utility, or their aim is to have utility. And they're trying to solve a specific problem, which is why I'm into this space. You can get into this like normal stocks and do your pump and dumps and stuff like that. But this is revolutionizing the world. It's long term. You feel me? And so that's what I'm in it for, long term. Although recently I have, put a little trading back to the side, so I'm catching some waves. But waves meaning like in and out type stuff over a couple weeks instead of literally holding until like 2025 type thing. So, but that is all available to you. And you can go to coinmarketcap.com. You can go to coinmarketcap.com and check all of this out, and it's really cool. And so we're gonna keep, throughout this podcast and throughout all of this, like, we'll do specific highlighted videos on certain gems that we here at Average Joe Crypto Show are really cool and really down with it. You know what I'm saying? And we like what they're trying to accomplish. So that's gonna be cool. So how is crypto revolutionizing the world? Kind of just touched on it. It's utility, right? So we could use blockchain for so many things, like things you wouldn't even realize that are going to make life so much easier for a lot of people around the world. Like, I'm talking like, it's super inclusive cryptocurrency, which is really good. No one is really going to be left out based on the consequences of it in action. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to explain to you why. So, for example, XRP, right? So XRP, it's one of my personal favorites here. That's, like I said, it's the one that got me into this space. They literally are just insane. Like, they can send money like that. And I'm talking large sums that, like, corporations and big banks, they usually take, 7 to 10 days to get, and then when they send it over the 7-10 days, they're subject to the fluctuation of their currency valuation, right? Because currencies, they go up and down based on, valuation, inflation, stuff like that. So XRP solves that. Like, I'm talking, you can send like millions of dollars in like 60 seconds tops. I'm probably, honestly, like, that's probably high. But I'm going to play you a little clip here from the Breakfast Club, the Earn Your Leisure podcast, and they kind of break down XRP, and my guy here explains why, so it's pretty cool. Check it out.
I don't think Bitcoin itself will be the currency coin. I think something like XRP has a better chance, like a Ripple has a better chance, just because of, like you said, institutional money being behind it and its functionality. Its functionality is to make transactions quicker, right? We always give that example. If you had to get $1 million from New York City to London, what would be the fastest way?
If I had to do it the fastest way?
Yeah.
transfer it over from my account?
No. The fastest way would be get on a plane with it and fly to London.
Yeah.
Right? It wouldn't take you 7 to 10 days to get
Ain't
that
not
money.
letting you on no plane with no billion.
Well, I mean,
No, I'm saying, but that's the only way. Like I'm saying.
Right. So that would be the fastest way to do it. You'd have to wait 7 to 10 days. When you have an XRP, that transaction can happen in less than 60 seconds.
Right.
Right. And there are people who have that type of capital who need to make those type of investments and make those type of transactions. They don't have 7 to 10 days. If you got a real estate deal and you need that money in by the next 5 days, you can't wait 7 to 10 or even 14. You need to get that money there as fast as possible.
But even XRP is still not stable. It's still a stable coin.
Right.
What Mark Zuckerberg could have did was literally taking over the world, and they stopped him.
So that's a really cool example right there about how XRP is changing stuff. 7 to 10 days, that's crazy. And when you're doing business, like you need it like that, that is going to free up a lot of capital around the world. That's going to free up a lot of money. And what's crazy about that is you can actually invest in it. Like you can be a part of this. This is what's amazing about the space, guys. Like this is going to be one of the greatest transfers of wealth in history. And you have a chance to be a part of it. That's insane. Like to me, that's so cool. Like this is like investing in Amazon at the very beginning when, Bezos was in that office with the spray paint sign in the back. It's there somewhere. You can go out on the internet and check it out. Or Steve Jobs or Bill Gates when they're in their freaking garage making a computer or some shit. Like this is crazy. And there's so many, and there's going to be so many winners too, guys. That's the coolest thing. Like me and my homie Dylan, we're talking about the other day when it comes to like Ethereum, for example, like, a lot of other projects are trying to, kind of make up for where Ethereum lacks, right? But just like how Uber and Lyft coexist, like there's going to be a lot of things that do the same stuff, a lot of projects that are going to be trying to solve the same problems that are still going to coexist because just different markets and different customer bases gravitate towards them more. So this is really cool. It's I get excited about it, because the point of entry is really good right now too, guys, because like XRP is like 40 something cents right now. Like what? Like the sky is the limit. And a lot of these other things are too. Like it's just wild. So like, I'm really passionate about this. I see the opportunity and I hope once you guys, keep diving into this content, maybe do some of your own research, you'll get more passionate about it as well. So that kind of explains just briefly what XRP does. We'll make a video in the future of, what it really does in depth. Another cool gem and another cool example of a project that is solving real world problems. And this is one of the super gems. So if you're listening to this, what I'm saying, do some research. Like, do some research because this shit is crazy. Well, look at this right here. Okay, this is Telcoin. Okay, so it says right here, sending money home to your family through a traditional remittance provider can be frustrating. So remittances are basically money coming from overseas to another place overseas, right? So, from Philippines to Canada or the U.S. to the Philippines or vice versa. That's a remittance, right? You're sending money from one country to another, okay? And which I didn't realize until I did more research is that, in countries where they're trying to send money, they're waiting in lines at Western Unions like for a long, long time, and the fees are crazy. And so, a lot of the times too, these are impoverished communities or, just jobs that don't pay a ton, right? So but they still want to send money back to their family wherever they are, right? So they could be trying to send $100, well, $100 after 9.6% in fees from the Western Union. I mean, that adds up, your hardworking money is just getting taxed by this fee. But what Tel is doing is they're cutting that down to 2.5% maximum, and it can all come from your cell phone. So it's just really, really cool. And they're partnered up with a bunch of providers of payments and stuff, and Gcash is like the PayPal of Philippines. So that's insane. They're about to have that announcement soon too, so it's wild. So, but yeah, like this is another example about how blockchain and these projects are changing the world, and it's gonna have real life, beautiful consequences for the everyday person. It's not just the big businesses that are gonna benefit from it transactionally. Like the average person is too, and that's what gets me hype. It makes a level playing field. And people can just get after it, and when they send this hardworking money back to their families, it's going to go more into their pockets and into their families' pockets than paying these fees at Western Union. And by the way, waiting in line too, you could do it right from your phone. So it's just wild. So shout out Telcoin, Telgem, Telgang, Freaking love Tel. So, yeah, Tel. Levels to it. Why should someone consider investing? So I've kind of already went over basically why I personally invest in crypto, right? I see what it's going to do for society. I see what it's going to do for, just the everyday person. And I just see the investment opportunity at hand, right? So obviously always do your own research. I do mine. The one thing that I just realized recently about crypto, and it was actually after my initial investment in it, because like I said, like when I decided to invest, it's because I saw all of the opportunities. This how blockchain and all these companies are revolutionizing the world. So the average yearly return, check this out, guys. Where is this? Okay. This is posted in January 29th of 2021, all right? And there's millions of different resources about this, but the average return in the stock market is 10% yearly, right? That's supposed to be like good, okay? Crypto, go back to the market cap. So let me see. In 7 days, for example, Cardano, right? 18% increase. So if you invested 7 days ago and you held it, you would make 18% on your money. That's 18% gains. That's insane. That's literally wild. That's so wild. So this is what I'm talking about here, guys. Like this is real life opportunities. You know what I mean? A lot of these are up crazy amounts in the whole entire year too. Here, let me find this real quick. So Cardano, for example. So back to what I was saying. So Cardano, for example, it's up 2,400% in the year. And what we just say the stock market was? Where's it at? 10%. 10%. That's wild. It's wild. That's literally insane. So this is the opportunity we have here, and this is why I'm trying to put people on. You know what I mean? So this is an exciting time, guys. Like you are very blessed to be alive right now. We're very blessed to be alive and be able to take advantage of this. So I'm super stoked. The big thing with me is we're not like super, super early, but we are, but we're not, right? Like there's been people that have been investing in crypto and, even Bitcoin in like 2011, 2012. Like, so, but I just kind of feel bad for them though, because they've been waiting so long for mainstream adoption, right? But we're blessed because like, we're kind of like at the 3/4 mark, you know what I'm saying? And the prices are still low, like the point of entry. So, this is before like utility is even full steam yet. Like once this stuff is fully utilized in the mainstream, you know what I'm saying? Like it's going to take off, you know what I mean? So your point of entry is good right now. So, this is the new 401k, you feel me? This is the new future. You don't got to trade pumps and dumps. You don't got to try and get these quick gains. You can just hold, long-term hold. I have a huge long-term hold bag in terms of like diversification, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't just always go into this trading situation. So yeah, long-term holding, like that's the best way you keep your money. That's the best way that you get the most profits, in my opinion, because you're just holding for the future, until when it's gonna be mainstream, fully utilized, and the price will just go crazy at that point. So it's really exciting stuff, guys. It's really exciting. So what really motivates me is like I don't want to be that person. Like, can you imagine just like back in I think it was the late 90s maybe, when Jeff Bezos was doing his thing with Amazon, right? And can you imagine like being at a bar, all right? Or like your friend hitting you up saying, yo, like this company called Amazon, like it's the future, like, they're on the stock exchange, whatever have you, blah, blah, blah. You can invest in it. Shares are only like $2 per share right now. And you're like, man, like, I don't know, like books in an online store, I don't believe in that, and now look at them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is that moment. You feel me? Like, this is that moment. And it's super exciting. So I know I'm not going to be that parent that, I'm looking at my kids 10 years from now, 15 years from now. And they ask me, hey, daddy, like, did you ever invest? Or, like, why didn't you, and I'm not going to be like, oh no, I just didn't know what it was, so I'm not going to do it. Like, nah, son, daughter, like, your dad handled the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he learned about the next evolution of technology, the revolution of technology. And, he decided to act on it. He was decisive, And, this game it's risk based, right? Cryptocurrencies could be deemed illegal tomorrow, so there's always that risk. I'm not trying to say, there's always that risk, but in my opinion, the benefits far outweigh the risk. But do your own research. Where to invest? Okay, so where to invest? So I got probably 5 or 6 exchanges that I personally use. These are no way in shape, form, in order of like, I use this first, second, third, This is just, I'm just throwing them out randomly here, okay? You got KuCoin. If you look at the screen right here, KuCoin, this is what it looks like, KuCoin.com. You can sign up super simply. Coinbase, probably the most like known for retail investors, everyday person. Not too hard. You connect a bank account, you connect your card, and you just buy, Uphold, personal favorite of mine to get XRP right now while they're in this lawsuit. I'm not really worried about the lawsuit, so I'm still buying. Binance US, also a behemoth, super cool, super easy. Kraken, another favorite of mine. Their overall withdrawal limits are very high compared to other ones, so there's less restrictions in that sense. So, if stuff does pop off, you're going to want to be able to have exchanges that can allow you to liquidate your money, aka cash out on your money. CoinMetro is another one as well. I buy some coins on there with a USD fiat. Probably the one I use the least, but it's a good one to have. They got great customer service. They're very responsive. So I definitely encourage you to check those out. If you look in the links in the description, you'll see all the affiliate links for it. So you can click on those, sign up, and get started. The reason why I like to be on multiple exchanges, right, or have accounts in multiple exchanges, like what I just kind of touched base on, is liquidation, right? So, some of these services, they have a minimum daily withdrawal limit, right? And so let's just say I got a bunch I want to cash out, if I can only cash out 25 grand in one space, in one exchange, right? Well, maybe I can send, let's say example XRP, right? I can send my XRP to another exchange that has different withdrawal limits and exchange that right there that same day. You know what I mean? So you kind of spread it out. So it just gives you more options, And God forbid an exchange goes down or whatever have you, you're just going to want to have multiple exchanges so you can liquidate quickly. So that's a big thing. So my number one piece of advice you after watching this video is going to these sites, clicking the links in the description, going to these sites and signing up to make sure you're set. And then we'll go over some more stuff in the next video. So like I said, all you need is your debit card or credit card. You can even connect your bank accounts to ACH deposits. And then you can even do wire transfers, which probably not isn't the most used, but obviously if you got a big amount that you're trying to spend right away, wiring is probably the best bet for you. So this is the end of the first episode, guys. I appreciate it. I hope it was bearable for you. This is a learning process, So I think this is going to be great, though. It's the start of something very, very, very awesome. So Average Joe Crypto Show on socials. Instagram is Average Joe Crypto Show. We're posting a lot of micro content there too, stuff that we might scratch the surface on here, or we're trying to learn some more stuff. We're posting there consistently, posting continuous content, and just please tell a friend, guys. You know what I mean? Like, we don't charge for any of this stuff. We don't want to. We want to put people on game, So tell your friends. Let's spread the word, Let's create this crypto community, We can do this together. I think Average Joe Crypto is the way. You feel me? So once again, I appreciate you guys' time. I appreciate you. I hope that in this first episode, I just exposed you to the potential of this insane opportunity that we have. And obviously, this isn't financial advice. Do your own research. And that's it. I love y'all.